Hey everybody, how's everybody doing on this Thursday? It's already Thursday. I can't believe it. It's already Thursday. I am Heather and we come to you live each and every day, Monday through Friday, keeping it real up on here. And it's so we can, basically talk Luminess, talk about how to apply it, the basics, the beginnings, the even more advanced, whatever you need to know. Yesterday we did some contouring because why? Somebody wanted to see it. And so we did contouring with Airbrush. I do contour with our Cut 1 palettes because, everybody knows us because of the Airbrush. We are the largest airbrush company. And then we do have some amazing color cosmetics and skincare. So we love to talk about it. And so this is a way we can talk about it and you get your questions answered. So it's real life. But obviously I start with no makeup on. We go over the basics and then you'll see me do makeup as we go along. Hello, Sarah. How are you? Good to see you. You're the first one on this bright and early morning at the crack of 9:30. Marilyn, hello on YouTube. Hello, Martin. Now keep in mind that I am watching YouTube and I'm watching Facebook. And so hey, I jump back and forth. And so if I don't see you, please, first of all, please talk to me. Tell me hello. Tell me where you're from. Tell me how long you've been airbrushing. Let me know any questions. Hello, Candy. Good to see you. Hey, Jesse. Hey, Christine. How are you? I love when people are like, hello, beautiful. And I'm like, are you seeing this? I'm like, not that I'm self-conscious about being here without any makeup, but I have to say that I look a lot better with the makeup on. But it's always fun to see the transformation. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and talk about the beginnings, the starter kit, of course. And so this is our icon. We also have the Icon Pro and the Legend. And the Legend and the Icon Pro all do the same thing. And of course, we now have the Breeze. And the Breeze does the same thing as well. It is cordless and chargeable, and that's the one I'm going to use, and so we'll be able to see that. But all of them do come with makeup. It comes with the 2 bottles of foundation, Love and Blush. And then if you are interested in getting a kit, or maybe you're thinking about it, this is a great time because of the Mother's Day sale going on right now. So some free gifts are going to be in there. I did put the link in the description, so you definitely want to hit my link and shop away. Also, with the we're going to go over. I am going to use Airbrush Blush today, and so we're going to go over that it is high pigmented. So a little bit goes a long way. You only want to use about 2 drops. If you use more, you will look cray. And so we don't want that. And I'll tell you some tricks on how to put that on as well. And so the other thing that we always go over is the way to practice. So when you get your system, first step, get it out, plug it in, and when you press the on button here, you're going to feel that air. And so all I want you to do is just feel the air. You're going to hold your stylus like a pen and just feel that air. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to pull back. You don't have to, nothing. Just feel the air. Hold it 4 finger widths away. Hey, Coco, how are ya? Just feel it and keep moving it. Keep moving it. It makes sense to move it because wherever you feel the air is where the makeup's going to go. So work on getting that around the face. Then practice pulling back on that trigger. So keeping it 4 finger widths away, pulling back on the trigger, keeping your stylus moving will be like walking and chewing gum. You'll have it down in no time flat, but those things you will practice. Good morning, Amber. Good to see you. Is Coco your real name? Because I want that name. I like that name. All right. Hey, Jeannie, how are you? Jeannie's like, I already have my second system. So if you already have a system, hey, it is a great time to get a second system. One for traveling, you can leave in your suitcase. Now they're going to be traveling some more. So there you go. Hey, Pam, good to see you. Good to see you. Oh, Coco is her real name. I love it. I want to be Coco. Can I change my name to Coco? I love that name. I feel like Coco would fit me. It's very sassy. Do y'all agree? Maybe? Okay. All right, let's get started. So when we start, so let's say I've already practiced keeping it 4 finger widths away, you know, moving it around the face, all of that fun stuff. And so now I'm ready to do the makeup. Now today, I'm just going to use the foundation, because when you're new, I want you just get the foundation down. Get the foundation down where this is bam, bam, bam. It looks good. You're only using 5 to 8 drops. It's not sticky. You can just, you know, you're doing it perfect, because then it doesn't matter what's in here. You're putting it on the same way. You might be a little bit closer doing the blush, or focusing on airbrush, or focusing on things we need to cover, but it's basically the same. And so every time you do have this in your hand, you are learning. Now, the name of this live is Keeping It Matte. And so I am going to use matte products somewhat. And so if you are shiny, maybe you're shiny in certain areas, maybe your whole face is shiny, and sometimes it looks like you can fry chicken on your face. There's ways that we can keep you matte. So our Velvet Veil is a perfect way to keep you matte. The Velvet Veil is a blur. It's going to help blur fine lines and wrinkles. It's going to help with redness. It's amazing. But one way, Coco is new to Airbrush. I love it. Coco, do you have a system, or are you thinking about it? Amber is our greeter on YouTube, but I'm actually going to go in and go straight to powdering. And Sarah loves Velvet Veil. So I'm going to, oh, Marilyn, I am so sorry, hun. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. Well, you'll be in our thoughts, Marilyn. Marilyn's husband had passed away on YouTube, for those of you who can't see. So Marilyn, you are in our thoughts, honey. All right, so I'm just lightly powdering, real light, with our powder. Now, if you have a translucent powder, you can use it. However, I will tell you that ours, that's pretty amazing. Just because of the fact, I love the compact, but because our powder is milled several times more than most powders. And what that means is the milling breaks it down, breaks it down, breaks it down, breaks it down. So when you put on some powders, they could make you look older because they settle into wrinkles and crinkles, where ours doesn't. And so now if you put enough on, of course it will, but just that one application, not going to do it. So that's why I love it. Even if I do a powder guard, if I wanted to bake underneath my eyes, I can still do that with our powder. Jeannie says the powder's my fave, and that you do it before airbrushing. Yeah, we started doing this a couple of, oh, Coco's ordering one for Mother's Day, and Marilyn ordered the Breeze. You're gonna love it. Marilyn on Facebook, they are saying that they're sorry to hear that too. So I just want you to know that as well. All right, so I'm going to go straight into airbrushing. So I'm going to shake it up. Oh, Luminess, what was your name today? What did she say? But I had already named you. So now I'm putting my makeup right in here. Whoop. And I am using Rose Foundation. Rose Foundation is it's the Rose 4-in-1. It's going to give you medium to full coverage. If you have the Silk 4-in-1, it'll give you light or sheer to medium coverage. So depending on the coverage you need or want, you can pick one of those. I pick both because number one, you can mix them. And number two, there might be times that I just want sheer to medium coverage. And then there are other times that I'm like, come on, let's get it on, where I'm going to want some full coverage. And so I have those options. And across the board, the colors are the same between the Silk and the Rose. So if you're a 3 or a 6 or a 10 in Silk, you're going to be the same in the Rose. So, oh, that's right, Natasha. Thank you, Natasha. All right, so now I'm turning on my system, and I'm going to go straight into airbrushing. holding it my 4-finger widths away, barely moving back, barely pulling down on my trigger. Now, the one thing, because I know a lot of people are getting the breeze, it is a little different. It is a lot easier to pull back, to pull down all the way. So you do want to make sure that you are pulling lightly back. So that's my 2 cents on that one. But they all do the same. They're all going to give you that flawless application with light passes. I think I'm going to want a little more coverage under here. I think I need to brighten up my eyes, so I'm actually going to use Glow real quick. But I got the coverage that I need. And also, you know, when I tell people, hey, we have Silk and we have Rose, and Rose is full coverage, guys, keep in mind that our makeup, airbrush makeup, and how you apply it, it should never look heavy or cakey. So if you're applying it in the correct way, it's never going to look that way. So just because you're using a full coverage foundation like Rose, it still shouldn't look heavy or cakey. If I could do 102 passes on my face, but I'm airbrushing the right way, it's still not going to look heavy or cakey. All right. So I'm going to use some Glow real quick, and I'm going to use it underneath my eyes, just because I feel like I need some brightening up. Oh, it looks so much better. I'm going to go to my nose. Now, I picked Glow because of the fact that Glow is a true highlighter. There's no shimmer in it. Love is a highlighter as well. However, there is a little bit of luminosity to it. And so that's not necessarily something I would want under my eyes, but I can put it here and down my nose. You can even mix it in with your blush. It looks amazing. The smell is amazing. I've kind of gotten used to it, so I don't notice it as much. But yeah, the Rose 4-in-1 has, that rose is not a color. It has Bulgarian rose in it, which is great for your skin. And so it does have that smell. And yes, we just love that journey for you. Yes. All right, so now I'm going in with, do I want to do blush? Now let's do eyes first. I'm going to go in with my Nude and Aussie palette. I mean, come on, 36 eyeshadows. This is all you need. I could even, like, if I wanted to, let's say I forgot my brow pencil, my 2-in-1 brow pencil, or I didn't airbrush my brows on, I could use the colors in here to do my eyebrows with an angled brush. So this one, it can be a lifesaver. It gives you so many options on eyeshadows. I mean, you can have eyeshadow for days. For days, I tell you. All right, I'm going in with a flat eyeshadow brush. I'm doing it different, shaking it up. You always got to pay attention. And I'm going to go in with a medium brown, kind of a medium dark brown. And I'm going to apply that to my lid. All over. Boop, 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 boop. Might need it up close real quick. I'm just going to do that right there, right there, right there. Bam, bam, bam. And keep moving. And notice that I'm tapping. You want to get away from pulling on our face if we are touching, especially the eye area, because of the fact that is so sensitive. It's thinner underneath our eyes. That's why we always want to be careful. So if you do tap something out, you want to do it with your ring finger. A ring finger is our weakest finger. You are the weakest finger. So I'm tapping this on so I'm not pulling on my eyelids. Just ordered eyeshadow. Just ordered eyeshadow for my girls. So, oh, they're gonna be so excited. What are y'all doing for Mother's Day? For Mother's Day. I'm trying to think. There's a, I have some friends that live next door, and their kids they have one daughter. It's older, like she's in college, but they love my daughter so much, and I want to give her a Mother's Day a little sussy. I'm trying to figure out what to do. Luminous says pulling will lead to more wrinkles over time. Yes, it will. Because think about this. We're always told, don't touch your face, don't touch your face, don't touch your face. But we constantly pull on our face. And so make sure we don't want to add to that. And so that's another reason why airbrush makeup is so good, because it is a touchless application. If you have sensitive skin, acne prone skin, redness or anything like that, that could irritate it when you keep touching it, rubbing, blah, blah, blah. But airbrushing it on is so much better. Candy said, going to cook out at my brother's house. Oh, how fun. All right, so right now what I'm doing is I just got my blending brush, and all I'm doing, guys, is just blending out that edge. I don't want that harsh edge here. That will look a little cray-cray. Although I did see Mora's makeup on that Bad Word show. That's not really a bad word. And she has some really harsh edges on hers, but I just love her. I want her clothes. I wish I could dress like that every single day. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, I'm sorry. I can't say the word because it sounds like I'm saying a bad word, so I can't. But if you know, I love that journey for you. All right, so now, good morning, Morella. How are you? All right, so bam, 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 blending that out. And guess what, guys? That was just one color. One color that I used. I didn't use a bazillion colors. You could, now to take it, you know how I always like to get you to take it up a notch. You could do different things. So I could go in with a lighter shade, still keeping it matte, and highlight right underneath my brow bone. Very subtle, but still a little step up. And then I could also go in with a darker brown or a different kind of brown. Why is this saying this? I don't know what this is. Morella, why are you getting nervous? Why are you nervous? All right, so now I'm going to go in just a little bit, just to deepen that a little bit more. And then I just really want to blend it in. Oh, happy Mother's Day. Yes, thank you, Mary. That's very sweet. Happy Mother's Day to all those mothers, soon to be mothers, eventually mothers. Oh, is it the first or the second one? Getting eyeliner underneath with the same brown here and doing it with eyeshadow. And just smudging. And we're smudging and we're smudging. Don't be nervous, girl. Don't be nervous. First one, definitely don't be nervous. Definitely don't be nervous. It's no, the needle is so thin. I didn't even, honestly, I didn't even feel it. I was like, oh, she's done. You be good, girl. All right. And good for you for taking it. That's all I'm going to say. All right. So now eyes are done. Oh, why did I lose focus? Lose focus. No. Autofocus. Bam, bam. Okay. Now I'm going back. I'm still not 100% done, but now I'm going to go with my eyes because, of course, I'm going to do mascara, but I'm going to jump in and do some blush. So I'm shaking it up, shaking it up. Morella, which one did you get, babe? Oh, did that go in there? So I'm mixing. I'm using Plum and Natural blush. I know y'all didn't see me, but I put both my drops in here. Hey, Linda, good to see you. I started my system. This is up. I'm blocking the air. And now I'm going to blend those. Oh, you can't even see. I'm barely pulling back on this trigger and it's bubbling up. When doing this, whether it's the stylus or your breeze, do not pull all the way back. Do not pull down. It'll go blah, blah. So just barely And what that does is it mixes in everything in there for you. You can also do it with this one right there. That's one I got Pfizer too. All right, so bam, turning it on. Now I can feel the air on my cheeks. So what does that mean? I know where it's going. Start your movement, because I've already done my foundation. I'm going to start my movement and lightly pull back on my trigger. Go back and forth. And you should see this like gradually come up, not all of a sudden. Ooh, oh la la. Okay. So this one I think is still 169, if I'm not mistaken. Morella, if you go to my link, there's in the description, you can click on the breeze and it'll take you right there. Also, we have some amazing Mother's Day sales going on. So click my link below as well, so you can see all the sales. All right. So let's say, as I'm looking, I'm like, did I go overboard on my blush? Is this too much? Let's say it was. I'm going to take a couple of drops of my foundation, put it in my breeze, turn on my system, and I'm going to go over that with my foundation. I'm only going to do one side right now so you can see the difference. Coco, you need to keep joining us. We're here every day, Monday through Friday. Okay, now look how much softer that is. There's no mistakes, guys. If you're airbrushing the correct way, there are no mistakes. If I get it too much, that's okay. When we first start out, I always tell people, do blush first. That way, if you do get blush happy, when you do the foundation, it's going to blend in. It'll blend in. But I did my foundation first. I got my blush too much. I can go back and blend it still. Why? Because how airbrush makeup goes on, it's like boop, 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 little dots going all over our face. And so we can keep adding, okay? Because you're not, it's, guys, if you're new and if I could tell you anything, number one, don't get frustrated the first time you use it. Period. This is a new way of doing makeup, different than traditional makeup. It's applied different. It looks different. It's going to act different. So what most people do when they get it, they apply it like traditional makeup. So please come back. If you, Coco, come back and listen. You can also book an appointment with us and with me. I also have that in the link. You can go and book an appointment and we will go over all of that. I will show you more tips and tricks. I'm now going in and I'm going to the line, and I have this one in my link too because I love this. A Dusty Rose. Dusty Rose Lip Liner. Man, Luminess is on it. I think I could think something and she would know. And post it. Wendy, do you recommend the X Out Concealer? I love the X Out Concealer. We have products. So I went straight to foundation. I did add a little bit of glow, but we have a lot of products that I like to call as pre-coverage. So if you have some things that you might need some extra coverage for, we have Eraser, we have X Out, we have CC Concealer, we have Peach Color Corrector. Depending on what you want, what you need covered, you would get that. And so, so Wendy, yes, I love the X Out Concealer. I use that quite a bit. And my under eyes are a lot darker. My lids are a little darker, and the X Out works great. So Notice how I filled in my lips with the whole lip liner. This will help it stay on longer. Now I'm going to use, I'm using something different. Oh, crazy girl, crazy girl. This is Meringue Vinyl Slick Liquid Lipstick, and I'm putting it over the Dusty Rose. What do you do? Marilyn on YouTube is asking, what do you do for fine lines? Velvet Veil. Velvet Veil will set you free. It is amazing. A little bit goes a long way. Hey, Shani. A little bit goes a long way. Now, I want to show y'all something real quick. This one, I feel Meringue is almost getting too light for me. So I do put on Dusty Rose, and then I go over it again to pull some of the pink. Hi, hi, hi. And guys, the reason why I call that pre-coverage is because everything you airbrush on is giving you coverage. Even the blush, even contouring, all of that is giving you coverage. So with Velvet Veil, I'm sorry, with the pre-coverage stuff like X Out, Eraser, CC, Peach Color Correct, whatever the color correctors are, when you're doing it, you don't have to cover it 100%. Why? Because you're still going to get coverage when you do your foundation. And so you just are starting that coverage. Things should start to blur. We're used to traditional makeup where we see it on our face and you're like, oh, okay, there it is. Whereas airbrush makeup, even watching me, you should say, is she really doing anything? But then all of a sudden my face looks good. And so that's how airbrush makeup works. If you see it going on, yeah, it's not doing it right. Okay, so I'm gonna curl lashes. Curling the lashes is amazing because it does open up your eyes. It curls those lashes up and you're like, oh, hello, I look awake. Now I'm going to put on some mascara. And I love this brush. It's shaped like this. So let me get up close so you can see. You can get it on by using the thicker part of that brush, but the tip, the thinner part, goes great for the bottom and inside here. Hello, Claw. Claw. How are you? Okay, so good morning. Can I ask about the prism? It's not orange, it's peach. So the peach color corrector you want to do if you have any dark circles, brown spots, sunspots, things like that. The peach color corrector is amazing. Look how amazing our mascara is real quick. Mascara is life. I'm just going to flat out say that. Mascara is life. And I love that journey for us. So the little tip, I can get all the way inside without messing, like getting it on my nose. And then I can separate using the tip as well. Do you recommend Velvet Veil every day and night to get rid of fine lines? Candy, Velvet Veil will only be when you're putting on makeup. It's not a treatment. It's a solution. So I think that needs to be in our commercial. So it's not a treatment. It is something that's going to give you a quick fix. So that is actually a super good question. It is a primer. And so I might have to write that down. Luminess, can you remind me of that? Because I think that's super important. And to let people know that, because I think a lot of people think that it's a solution when you're putting on your makeup. So, but it's not treating it, if that makes sense. Shani, click my link below, babe, and go where it says Luminess and click that link and you can find the mascara. Do you know when I was, oh gosh, I can't remember when I first started wearing mascara, and I had long lashes. Let me preface this, do not do this. Do not. I used to take a safety pin, bend it, and separate each and every lash. Danger, danger, Will Robinson. But now I don't have to do that because this isn't going to get clumpy. Well, I bet Luminess, where do you find in the description, babe, on Facebook, it'll say, in the description, it'll say it. Just scroll to the bottom and I have all the links. Yeah, I have all the links in there. So just, it might pop up when we end the chat. Look at that. Is that not amazing? Oh, I am so digging the mascara right now. It's Distraction Mascara. And if you don't know this about us, our products, let me see if this one does. I think this one will do it. What am I missing? What am I missing? Metallic, maybe? Hold on one second. Hold on. I'm getting something because I want to show you. They're out of stock already, Candy, on the lashes? Holy moly, pepperoni. So all of our stuff are these little daggers. So I love these. And look what they do. They connect. Oh my gosh. Look at this. They connect. So you can carry your mascara. This is a exposure highlighter. They connect. They're amazing. So that's kind of cool. I don't know if a lot of people know that, but you should. All right, guys, there we go. We are done for today. I feel good about today. But see how much like the mascara makes the look. Makes the look, I tell you. Candy, they should be getting it in, hun. We don't stay out of stock on stuff very long. If you like this look, try it out. It's on my link as well. Try out our airbrushes. We have the 5 for 5 for different products. So you definitely want to check that out. I feel like we have a lot of new people here and I'm loving it. Love it. So how much is velvet? How much velvet? Marilyn is asking how much Velvet Veil do I use? The secret about Velvet Veil is you don't want to use a lot. So it is in a dropper, like a dropper bottle like this. I actually take that out and I do this and just put a little here and rub that in. You don't want to overdo it. Do it sections at a time. So if I did that, rub it in, kind of tap it into place, boop, and do it that way. So a little bit goes a long way. You don't want to reapply it at all. And then you'll go straight into airbrushing. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for joining me on this Thursday. Love all the input, all the talking, all the hellos, anything and everything. But love seeing everybody. Love that our YouTube. Hey, if you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe so it pops up when we're on. And then if you're on Facebook, like us. So it'll pop up as well. Make sure you schedule an appointment with me. They're small groups. We talk about any questions, problems. You can do it even before you've ordered it or as you're waiting on it, whenever. All right, guys, thank you so much. And I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye for now.